Good evening and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse for Hope College basketball. I'm Jordan George, joined by my partner in crime, Matt Roblin. We're excited to bring you this one from DeVos Fieldhouse, some holiday basketball action. The Hope College Flying Dutchman taking on the Beavers of Babson University. Excited to bring you this one to you from Matt, excuse me, my partner's Matt Wayner, not Matt Roblin. I don't know where I got that one from. Matt Wayner is my partner. Hi, Matt Wayner. How you doing today? What are you feeling about this game, man?
Jordan, good to see you. I'm glad to be here. Excited for this edition of Hope College basketball. Hey, what I love about tonight is we've got a good non-conference play to really find out what's Hope going to be this year coming into conference play. Babson, no slouch, of course, and they're a team at 6-3 who has a long history, 11 conference titles. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be disciplined. And this feels like a conference game in DeVos, even though it is Christmas break.
Yeah, I think you made a great point. I think this is an awesome test, an awesome tune-up game against an opponent that is really well coached, well disciplined, plays the right way, and is going to make Hope work for everything. This is a game, this is similar to like a high-level MIAA contest. Babson comes out of the NUMAC conference, really tough conference to play in. They play a nice schedule. They are the 2017 national champions, ton of NCAA tournament appearances, top-notch program, and this is a Hope team that is really looking to find their footing heading into the conference season. Hope sitting right now with a record of 6-4, trying to kick a two-game losing streak, multiple losses to Manchester and North Central in the last few weeks, trying to kind of have a little bit of a reset as we head into the MIAA conference, and Hope expected to be right at the top and battling for conference position here throughout the next couple of months.
Right, as you mentioned, these are both teams that I think come mid-February, they both feel that they have aspirations to be playing for in the NCAA tournament. Hope, of course, you know, they both would be teams that are high in the favorites to win their respective conferences, but a lot of game to play, and I think it's already been a few minutes. We haven't had the chance to talk about Babson's future probably All-American in Nate Amato. Nate Amato is a 21.6 points per game guy, and we're gonna be saying his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a treat to watch this two-headed monster that Babson has, featuring sophomore Nate Amato. And like you said, Matt, 21.5 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. He's having an excellent season. Then he's joined by Andrew Kirkpatrick, who plays more of the guard role, 6'1" senior, 15 points per game, 4 assists per game for Kirkpatrick. So this is a very experienced Babson team. And when we talk about their coach, Stephen Brennan, he's in his 28th season, has just built such an excellent program there. And I know that you had a conversation with Coach Greg Mitchell yesterday just about Babson's style of play and their approach. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, it was a great conversation. I really appreciate Coach Mitch making that time. And, you know, the main thing for him is feeling that, you know, this is a coach that he respects, and this is a team that he said they know their identity. And as we're talking about that, he's saying, you know, I'm looking at a team with, you know, E.T.'s injury, Evan Thomas injury going out a few weeks ago. He's just under 4 weeks of recovery. We hope it's 3. We hope he's back in mid-January. But, you know, in that conversation, Coach Mitchell had said, you know, we're a team that we're trying to find out who we are. You know, they are pretty sure that offensively it's going to be a lot of Kirkpatrick and Amato, and they're comfortable with that. And, you know, you see the guys that have stepped up a lot for Hope. It's been a lot of T.J. McKenzie from the three-point line, the guy who's shooting 43% from 3. You're getting a lot of help from him. You're getting minutes off the bench from other guys. You know, and then Wegerink stepping up, and you'd hope that you get that senior leadership from Dykehouse as well. But it's a team that he's saying, you know, we're having to piece this together. And from Coach Mitchell, you know, he's saying, I want to see a lot of defensive engagement tonight. I want to see guys flying around the ball, and you know, he's saying, I think it's going to be important for us to really know how much are we willing to fight, how much are we willing to claw against a team that's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to tell pretty much right away what that level of defensive engagement is like, because Babson's going to push the pace. They're going to really test Hope on the defensive end. Excited to bring this one to you from DeVos Fieldhouse. Little holiday break basketball. The Babson Beavers taking on the Flying Dutchman. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem and introductions and be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the playing of our national anthem, please welcome some very special guests, members of the trumpet section of the American Legion Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the trumpet section of the Holland American Legion Band. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here in the campus of Hope College for today's non-league contest between the Beavers of Babson College and your Hope College Flying Dutchmen. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Babson at 1'4", the 6'4" junior from Scottsdale, Arizona, number 15, John Gorgel. And at 1'4" for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'3" senior from Muskegon, number 3, DJ McKenzie. At 1'4" for the Beavers, a 6'5" senior from Milton, Massachusetts, number 34, Timmy O'Toole. And at 1'4" for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'7" junior from Holland, number 5, Tanner Wiggering. Starting at center for Babson, a 6'7" senior from Malvern, Pennsylvania, number 10, Tyler Lauder. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'9" sophomore from Ada, number 33, Gabe Quillen. At one guard for Babson, a 6'1" senior from Alameda, California, number 20, Ryan Seibel. And at one guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'10" freshman from Lansing, number 1, Marcus Warman. And at the final guard spot for Babson, a 6'2" sophomore from Hanson, Massachusetts, number 42, Nate Amato. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11" senior from Zealand, number 0, Clayton Dykehouse. Babson College is coached by Stephen Brennan. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell. Your officials this evening, Corey DeGroot, Mike Hillary, and Michael Riddell.
You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got.
It's showtime here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Just about ready to tip this one off between the Babson College Beavers and the Hope College Flying Dutchmen. Matt, what do you think are some keys here? Just first 2-3 minutes, what are we looking for from both these squads?
I need to see that Hope is going to get back defensively, because I think Amato's going to want to push it up a little bit. They're going to have longer possessions, but it's really going to be about who wants to switch and who wants to stay. And I'm really curious what Coach Mitchell told them ahead of time in terms of, if you're on Amato, are you going to stay through or do you want to switch? Especially when he wants a lot of high ball screens so he can get creative with the ball. So that's what I'm seeing a lot. I want to know what Hope's going to do defensively. Offensively, especially with size, I think they'll go down to Quillen a lot consistently. We got a perennial matchup. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah,
Hey,
really.
and we got some Hope students up in this.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. The local Hope students.
Good day to be a Dutchman.
Always. So I think the first 2-3 minutes here are going to be huge to see who sets the tone. I like your call about Gabe Quillen. He's really had a breakout season this year in his sophomore year. Let's see if Hope throws it down to him early and often. And we're tipping this one up. Babson wins the tip, and Tyler Lauder secures it. And here's Nate Amato, who's just having an excellent sophomore year. Nate Amato, the 6'2" guard from Hanson, Massachusetts. Amato working on McKenzie. Kick out there to Seibel. Excellent, strong move there. Couldn't finish with Tyler Lauder. He was working on Quillen. Marcus Warman going to push the pace up to TJ McKenzie. Warman, the freshman point guard who set an excellent start to his career for Hope, playing big minutes in his freshman season.
Hope looking quicker. They know they got to move the ball. Good look by McKenzie.
Yeah, McKenzie, deep triple try. Scrum underneath for the rebound. Dykhouse hits the deck. Babson secures it. They'll go the other way.
Both teams really commanding to be physical.
Gorgel working on Tanner Wigerink. And like you said, Matt, I think Babson's going to be comfortable having some longer possessions. They're going to try to make Hope work defensively. There's Gorgel up top. Left-hand dribble working on Wigerink. Tried with the right and couldn't connect. Going to say that Wigerink got him with the body.
And it looks like Wigerink just a little bit late there. I think he was trying to get his feet set, see if he could get under for the block. You know, like I said, I mean, really physical. I'm surprised already. I mean, Babson wants to drive. They want to drive. They want to drive, and they want to be able to find some open guys in the corner. And I think that's going to be your responsibility. If you're not one of those guards for them, is can you get out on the perimeter to shoot an open three? Hope's just going to have to really be disciplined.
That first trip, we had a deep TJ McKenzie triple try. He's been excellent from the three-point line so far this year, shooting 44% from the long line. Babson makes two. They take the 2-0 lead here early. Here's Quillen at about 12 feet.
And you can tell Lauder really wants to slug around down there. He's physical.
Yeah, first couple trips, rebounding and on the post-up, just really, really physical there on Gabe Quillen. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch.
And you look down on their bench, I mean, they don't have a ton of size, so he's a guy playing the 5 for them. They know that Quillen's 15-7 on the year. I think he just knows, I got to just stay physical with him, use all 5 of my fouls.
Here's Clayton Dykhouse. Dykhouse got a step on Gorgel and finishes. Yeah, Dykhouse might be able to exploit that matchup a little bit here tonight. He had 2 right-hand dribbles, finishes at the rim to tie this one.
We need Clayton. We really need Clayton to really come into his own heading into conference play. I know it's been a little bit of a quiet start. He hasn't been that happy with his play either.
Oh, McKenzie, tip away steal. And the finish for TJ. The defense moving to the offense for McKenzie. He's an energy guy for the Flying Dutchman.
Huge defensive stop, and he gave Amato a little bit of a look like, hey, I'm here too, baby.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun matchup to watch. TJ McKenzie takes a lot of pride on the defensive end. Draws the matchup against Amato. Amato inside to Gorgel. Miscommunication. Collects it. 12-foot jumper for Gorgel on the baseline. Halfway in, and Hope will go the other way. Here's Dykhouse surveying. They're trying to get it into Quillen. Quillen has the mismatch. Warman on the right wing. Marcus Warman, the ultra-quick guard, looking into Gabe Quillen. Still has a mismatch there, and finally the foul called on Ryan Seibel. He was battling for a solid 15 seconds there on the bigger Quillen.
You like that energy there from Seibel if you're Babson. He's able to just kind of get him off his block, interrupt that passing lane a little bit. I think it's a good time to mention, as you were talking about McKenzie, another thing that Coach Mitchell and I talked about. He said he was so pleased with how much he was able to slim down this year, be able to come into an athletic own. It's really been able to help him have that explosive first step. He said he couldn't be more pleased with where he's developed as a sophomore.
And speaking of an explosive first step, Clayton Dykhouse getting to the rim at will right now. Just 2 hard right-hand dribbles. Unable to finish, but he'll head to the free throw line. That foul is on Tyler Lauder.
Babson not doing a lot of switching defensively. It looks like they just want to play man-to-man. They want to play straight up. And I think Dykhouse sees that, and he's saying, I know I can beat him on the one step, and if he needs to kick out, he will. But if he can beat him on that one step, he's just going to rack it all day.
Yeah, that's 2 on Tyler Lauder. The freshman big man who we've seen be effective so far. He's going to have to take a seat. I'm interested to see what Babson's depth looks like at the big spot. Had a couple substitutions. In came Andrew Kirkpatrick, who is having a great senior season, 15 points per game, 4 assists. One of those guys that comes off the bench and provides instant energy, instant offense. Dykhouse knocks in his second. 6'2" Dutchman here early. They'll try to string together a couple defensive stops. Eli Schoonveld recently checked in as well. Here's Kirkpatrick. High ball screen. Oh, tough drive there. Couldn't finish, but turned the corner on Eli Schoonveld, and here comes Clayton Dykhouse. Dykhouse kicks to Schoonveld on the right wing. Oh, excellent pass. Cross screen there, and easy two for Tanner Wiggering. Probably the easiest two he'll have all night.
Coach Mitchell got to be happy. I mean, that's what you want to see as a team that's trying to find their identity. Move that ball around. Everybody's unselfish.
Oh, Amato for a different area code. That one was deep for Nate Amato.
And that was right in his face a little bit, too. There's some disrespect with that shot.
McKenzie got his defender in the air. Man, Hope so aggressive offensively right now, trying to get right to that backboard. 10-5 Hope here with about 4 minutes gone from DeVos Fieldhouse.
Feel how big this feels for both these teams. I mean, really trying to find out who they are. But you love how much this high-energy game.
McKenzie a little over-aggressive there. He was trying to deny the pass to Nate Amato and couldn't put on the brakes. He little contact with Amato there. That's McKenzie's first. Hope up 10-5 here early. Here's Nate Amato. Amato stops, pops. Yeah, easy one there for Nate Amato. Deep, but he's going to knock that one in all day.
That's a little bit of miscommunication. I think McKenzie's supposed to stay over that screen. Quillen just left it. He stayed under. I don't know who was wrong on that.
2 early threes for Nate Amato. That's not necessarily his calling card. Shoots 31% on the year, but early confidence for the sophomore. Dykhouse left-hand drive. So ultra quick as Clayton Dykhouse. And he has 6 early points here for the Flying Dutchman.
Really quick. That's a great step there by Dykhouse.
Kirkpatrick going to initiate the offense. A lot of high ball screen looks for Babson here early. Kirkpatrick working on Schoonveld. Kick out here to Horan. Oh, miscommunication there and unable to handle it.
It's a team that is disciplined, and you love what they do in Babson, but it's kind of funny. It is this weird two-headed horse where it's my ball, your ball. Who wants the high ball screen? I'm going to rack it. No, you're going to rack it. It's kind of funny how they play that, but it seemed to be pretty effective for them so far, and they're still in this ball game 12-8.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a stagnant trip from them, unable to get a ton of momentum going. It looks like a little bit of miscommunication, and then obviously the turnover. Hate to have unforced errors like that if you're Babson. 12-8 Hope. Warman going to initiate the offense to McKenzie top the key. McKenzie step back, deep, tough triple, and I'm going to say there's contact. McKenzie's going to head to the line for 3. That was Aaron Gowan. Little contact on the arm there. McKenzie ultra aggressive here early.
You know, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Jordan as we head to the free throw line. A lot of good kicks out there. I love the sneaker game, both teams. I mean, really unique colorways out there. I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, 3 purple or pink shoes. Babson stepping up their kick game as well. I love what we got out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Babson, this is a first for me. I've never seen New Balance sponsored uniforms, too. So Babson got a little bit of swag here.
You know, personally, I like when coaches let the guys pick their own shoes and they don't just have to wear the team shoes. You get some really unique colorways.
Yeah, almost reminds me of the Christmas Day games in the NBA where guys will bring out some real fun colors. I wonder if that's the approach here, a little non-conference holiday game. TJ McKenzie really sticks out with those bright pink kicks.
Totally. Yeah, I hope at home you can, you know, look a little bit closer and see. I think we got, you know, the newest KDs up there. There's some LeBron 14s in there.
Clayton Dykhouse, his are almost peach colored.
Yeah.
They're nice. So McKenzie goes 1 for 3. That's a tough look there for McKenzie. Extends the Hope lead to 5. 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. Tough take there by Kirkpatrick. Such good body control. Couldn't finish, but he got right to the block there. Straight line drive, and that fouls on Marcus Warman.
Expect Werman now, and Werman with the Benedict Mathurin haircut, as we talked about earlier. Love the fresh look from him.
Yeah, you talked to Coach Mitchell a little bit yesterday about Warman's just expanded role and a little bit of an unexpected role, perhaps. And yeah, really interesting freshman season from Warman so far.
Yeah, and one thing Coach Mitchell was mentioning about him is he was like, he's so impressed with how mature he is as a freshman. He came in knowing he was going to have somewhat of a role, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, be a guy that can score off the bench. He's a guy playing 20-plus minutes, and he said, you know, he remembers talking to him when ET went down and saying, hey, the expectations are going up now, and Werman wanted that.
McKenzie drives, kicks, corner try from Dykehouse. He got his defender in the air. McKenzie, top of the key, 3-ball. No good. That was a good look for McKenzie. Good kick by Dykehouse. Here's Amato running the break himself on McKenzie, and they're going to say that's a player control foul. Amato, little out over his skis. Big energy play there from TJ McKenzie.
McKenzie was set up way in advance, too, and Amato could feel, I mean, he was trying to get around that, see if he could do a little scoop up and under. For Amato, somebody who's undersized, man, he can sky. He gets up there, man.
Yeah, one of those awkward ones where McKenzie was planted for so long and Amato knew he was there and still tried to get around him and couldn't do it, so McKenzie draws the foul. Hope leads by 4, 15 on the shot clock. Trying to look inside there. Dykehouse, oh, lefty floater try there from 8 feet, couldn't hit. Cheney. Well, that's Robert Nocek in there and corralled the rebound. They're going to say that's a jump ball. Good offensive activity there by Nocek. Hope's going to take it on the baseline.
You can see with a few of these subs here with Cheney and Nocek, something else that Coach Mitchell had mentioned is he really wants to try and get a lot more guys, a few more minutes, so he can get, you know, defensive possessions, a little bit less amount of time for guys, so we can keep guys fresh, be able to stay hot throughout the game.
Here's Warman looking inside for Cheney. Warman, big time take there by the freshman. Left hand finish. Him and Dykehouse, what a 1-2 punch at the guard spots right now. Really tough to defend. 15-9 Hope lead. Here's Kirkpatrick. Really like his game so far. Able to get into the paint basically whenever he wants. Amato over to Kirkpatrick. The senior stops at 18 feet. McKenzie got a tip on it, but wow. Nice heads-up play there by Gow. Unlucky play there for Hope, but Gow, right man, right time. Here's Marcus Warman, right wing. Guarded real closely there by David Cross. And Warman, a little bit of a bobble, and that's Hope turnover. Will go the other way. This one, back and forth we go here early.
He just got that stuck. You can tell he's really trying to calm himself. I think he feels that he likes to be able to get himself going early. And, you know, without being able to take a shot here, I think he feels like he's trying to get his feet underneath him, be able to impact this game.
Here comes Babson. That's Seibel over to Gow. Good ball movement here early. A lot of ball screens from Babson. Hope, miscommunication once again leads to a top of the key 3. Multiple times now, Hope miscommunicating on those screens. Are they switching? Are they going under? And Babson making him pay. Hope leads by 1. Here's Warman working on Amato. High ball screen with Cheney. Kick out McKenzie, 14 on the shot clock. McKenzie stops, pops. A little bit long. McKenzie aggressive here early, unable to get much going offensively. One possession game here. Babson could take the lead.
For McKenzie, I don't know what the conversation is going to be. I mean, with them not falling, is Coach Mitch going to say keep shooting?
Oh, Amato, so tough. Really impressed with his game. Came off the ball screen, had really not a ton of space, and just rose up and knocked that thing down. Babson leads by 1.
So creative. You don't see a lot of guys that quick, so good in the isolation, man. So impressive.
Here's Cheney working up top against Amato. Out to McKenzie. 10 on the shot clock for the Flying Dutchman. McKenzie, baseline drive, floater. Oh, Schoonveld, Johnny on the spot. He just skies. Talk about athletic. Schoonveld defying gravity there for the putback.
You love Schoonveld. He's a household favorite. I mean, that energy he brings off the bench, he's a guy, he wants this stop right now.
Seibel able to get to 10 feet. Stops and knocks it in. Some tough shots being made here by Babson. That was Ryan Seibel, the graduate student who's a guard. Nocek swings to McKenzie. Guarded by Amato. Inside to Cheney. Yeah, that's going to be 3. Cheney got into no man's land there, unable to finish. Babson leads by 1, stringing some good defensive trips together.
Senior Gow so excited as he's going to get a break. And it's Louder that's coming in the ball game now. The workhorse down there for them. He's also going to be really physical, a guy you don't want to be in the deep waters with. But man, I love that from Gow, a senior who's just like, he's Cheney's so much bigger, but he's just staying physical with them.
Yeah, Babson's been able to make this run without Louder in there, kind of their enforcer. Seibel stops at 12 feet. Babson able to get so much penetration here on the offensive end. Hope, I think when you talk to Coach Mitchell about that defensive intensity, it's been lacking here a little bit early for the Flying Dutchman. McKenzie on the left wing. Quillen was posting hard. That's 34. Timmy O'Toole was trying to fight around. He'll get caught with the foul call.
Yeah, Jordan, I really feel that, like you said, I mean, it's some of that intensity. I can see them working at it, but it's a lack of communication more than anything. I think there should be, speaking of lack of communication there.
McKenzie sidestep triple. Couldn't hit. He's gotten good looks. There's Quillen battling inside. That's going to be a jump ball, and we'll go the other way. McKenzie, cold start for him offensively, but he has been able to get some good looks from the three-point line.
The conversation, I mean, if they can make it to halftime here, we still got just under 11 to play, but the conversation needs to be what are we doing defensively? What are we going to, who's staying on and who's going under and who's staying over? Whoever's with a motto needs to stay through. No, we got to take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break here. We have a timeout here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope down 3 to Babson. We'll be right back.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I want to set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
In. This guy, Nate Amato, makes some really tough shots, and he has 10 points here early.
That's just elite shooting. I mean, you can't defend that. Oh, boy.
Oh, and Amato, easiest 2 he'll have tonight. Finishes with the slam on the other end. Amato, 12 points. He averages 22 on the season, and he's having fun here as Babson leads by 7. Tanner Wiggerink over to Dykehouse. Dykehouse drives in. Oh, he had an easy attempt for 2, couldn't finish, and then he tips it out. He'll go the other way. Nate Amato says he plays a guard spot. I think he plays more of like a 3 or a 4 role, and he's kind of an undersized guy, sophomore from Hanson, Massachusetts, and he's having an excellent season and having an excellent game here so far in the first half.
I mean, isn't that funny, though, Jordan? When you see his game, undersized might be the only reason that guy's not playing Division I somewhere.
Yeah, Louder on the right block, kick out try. Open triple for Babson there, no good. Was John Gorgel. Clayton Dykehouse going to lead the break himself. Over to Wiggerink. Hope needs to get some solid offensive looks. I think you got to go inside to Quillen. There he is, left block. Quillen went through the body of Timmy O'Toole, and O'Toole's going to get tagged with the foul. Good body control there by Quillen. He'll head to the free throw line.
Especially with that 5 out there, you want to see from Quillen to attack when they're on the mismatch and he doesn't have Louder on him, or you just get Louder in foul trouble and just continue to attack him. But Jordan, I like what you're saying. I mean, they got to figure out here early with just under 10 to play. I mean, down 7. Whatever the plan is here, be able to speak through that, communicate through that defensively, because, I mean, Babson just so good at shooting, and they love to go off the dribble. I mean, got to be able to communicate.
Yeah, I think it's going to be important for Hope to kind of work inside out here offensively as we move forward. Got to go inside to Quillen, and then he can kick out for triple tries for guys. But Babson corrals the rebound. There's Gow, and Finishes right there at the rim. Really no resistance. No one met him, and Babson now leads by 9. Here's Wigerink inside to Quillen. Quillen tried with the right, and that one's rejected by Louder. Outside, shot clock did not reset. 13 on the shot clock. Out to Quillen. Here's Schoonveld right wing, working inside to Wigerink. Wigerink able to get to that right-hand finish. Couldn't finish. Gonna say a foul. These Hope Bigs are working hard on the offensive glass. Just can't find pay dirt here early with 9 minutes left in the first half.
They're working hard, and Babson is very, very physical. Working in its favor, I mean, they're letting them play, but they haven't really fouled a ton. They just play really physical. They really use their strength to get you off the box. Hope's Bigs working really hard as you see Tanner Wigerink try to go up through that pressure. He gets blocked and a little bit on the body.
Wigerink's had a nice junior season, averaging 9 points per game and 6 rebounds. The junior from West Ottawa, the local product. He is the guy that had a lot of upside when he came here to Hope and has really come into his own here in the last couple of years.
Tanner Wigerink and I had a good conversation the other day as we talked about the season, and he had said in my junior year, he was like, this is a team I love. We were a team last year that no expectation. We battled hard, and this year I think we feel a little bit of that. We know that we can be really good. And I think right now at this point in the season, he said, heading into January, we want to believe it, and we want to find that we're always going to have that energy.
Kirkpatrick crosses over into the lane. Kick out for Cross. Warman working hard on him. Hand off to Kirkpatrick here. 13 on the shot clock for Babson. Oh, tough left to right crossover. Kick out try. There's Cross in the left corner. Couldn't hit, but good offensive possession from Babson. That's a quality look for the Beavers. Dykehouse probing the defense, working on Kirkpatrick. Kick out to Warman. Warman stops. Couldn't hit. He was working on Cross. Babson will go the other way. They lead by 7 here with about 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Handoff to Gow. A lot of handoffs and ball screens for this Babson squad. Kirkpatrick. Kick out try. There's Woolhouse. Woolhouse top the key triple. Mark Woolhouse, the 6'10 freshman, knocks it in from deep. Babson leads by 10. Warman kick out to Schoonveld. Stagnant offensively here so far for Hope in the last few minutes. Quillen to Dykehouse. Dykehouse into Tanner Wigerink. Wigerink, couldn't get it to go, but nice little high-low look there from Quillen. Aware pass from the big man.
When you mentioned stagnant offensively, Jordan, we got Babson, 29 points. They're shooting 64.7% from the field and shooting 66% from 3. It's a big recipe for success for them early. You hope that those shots don't fall later, but Hope only shooting 41% and have not hit a 3 yet tonight.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting to think about is with Babson shooting so well and getting a ton of layup opportunities, Hope's having to build their offense in the half court. They're trying to generate offense in the half court. Not a lot of transition baskets, not a lot of deflections, tips, steals where they can go and get it out in transition. It's tough to play offense when every single time you're taking it out of the net. Well, we have a timeout here. Timeout called by Greg Mitchell of Hope. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Babson leads early here, 29-20, with less than 8 minutes remaining in the first half from DeWass Fieldhouse.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
back here at DeVos Fieldhouse says, Hope's taking on Babson College, and the Beavers playing well here early. They're up 29-20. And Matt, in your conversation with Coach Mitchell, you talked about how this Babson team, they know their identity. They don't try to play outside themselves. I think we're seeing that so far, especially offensively from the Beavers.
Yeah, and if you're Hope, I think you got to think we know that this is what we could expect. I mean, it hasn't been a ton of Kirkpatrick yet. He's trying to get going a little bit, but I mean, we knew it was going to be a lot of Amato, and they're just doing exactly what they plan to do. So like you said, I mean, Coach Mitchell knew what was going to happen. It's just a matter of, hey, we knew this was going to happen. How can we respond?
Kirkpatrick, what a tough move. Couldn't finish. Good look there, though, from the senior Kirkpatrick. Here comes Marcus Warman. Hope needs to be connected offensively. Let's see what they get out of the timeout. Looking inside to Quillen. He's posting hard. Wigerink handoff with Dykehouse up top. Over to Warman. Inside to Wigerink. Wigerink tried the kick out try. McKenzie goes baseline. Nice little dump off pass there to Tanner Wigerink. And I think we see the strategy here. Consistent post play is what Hope's going for. They're looking inside every single trip to Wigerink and Quillen.
And you love Wigerink right there. He finds a guy. They tripled on him. They came all the way down. He found the open man and McKenzie, but gosh, that help side was so good on the back end.
Wigerink knocks in the first. Hope has struggled a bit here so far from the free throw line. 6 of 11 are the Flying Dutchmen.
Entering the line for Babson, number 22, Aaron Gott.
Yeah, curious to see what the offensive plan and the defensive engagement look like out of the timeout. I'm sure that was a message from Coach Mitchell, is that we have to make them uncomfortable defensively. Babson on pace for just about 80 points here. It's going to be too many. Hope needs to turn it up defensively, and Babson does really make it tough on you. A lot of handoffs, a lot of ball screens. Here's David Cross. Yeah, Dykehouse, little handsy out front. 35 feet away from the basket. Like the pressure from Dykehouse, but bailed him out a bit there. That's his first foul.
He's, I think, just there, just being so concerned about getting beat to the bucket off the dribble. Is they're just, I think Coach Mitchell's conversation was, hey, we need that ball pressure, ball pressure, ball pressure. That's what he's saying to his team now.
Kirkpatrick to Amato. Amato trying to poster jam on Tanner Wigerink. I think Wigerink's going to be the one that gets tagged with a foul. Amato's so aggressive there. Yeah, that will be Tanner Wigerink. That's 2 on the junior. A lot of this motion from Babson early, a lot of handoffs, and then they kind of misdirect you and get your eyes looking one way and then hit you with a ball screen going downhill. And guys like Kirkpatrick and Amato really good at just naturally making plays once they get into the paint.
These guys know each other really well. They love you can tell that they know the way each other's going to play and what they like to do, and the coach gives them so much freedom offensively to be creative, to be able to find your own shot.
Amato goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. That gives the sophomore 13 on the evening. Here's Marcus Warman. Handoff to Clayton Dykehouse. Dykehouse, shifty dribbling outside. Got to 2 feet into the paint. Kicks it out. Warman, top of the key, triple try. That one's short. Good job there by Cheney to create the extra possession. Warman driving inside. Tough move by the freshman. Able to get right there to 5 feet and rises and knocks it in. Hope trails by 6 here with about 6 minutes left in the first half.
Doesn't happen without that offensive board by Nocek. Huge play to cut the lead to 6.
Go back door, DC, go back door.
Gorgel out top. There's Gow working on Cheney. Oh, nice cut there by Kirkpatrick. Hope lost Kirkpatrick off the ball. Really nice pass
looking
there.
out, trying to find the horseradish in the stands, and somehow wasn't able to come down with it. Good move there by Gow.
McKenzie, a step back triple try. That one circles out, and Babson's going to run the break now. McKenzie knocks it away, and it'll be Babson basketball. Babson really trying to push the pace there. A little baseball pass. Good extra hustle play there by McKenzie. Babson, he'll have baseline out of bounds here. Here's Gorgel. Oh, McKenzie hits the deck. Gorgel, right wing triple try. That one's off. Warman battling for the board, and that's going to be a foul on Nate Amato. Second foul on the sophomore. Loose ball foul.
Huge hustle play there by Mackenzie. You can start to feel a little bit, you feel that momentum shift a little bit here. Even though they're down 8, you can feel that hope. They've been in this spot before. So many of these guys that played last year, all they did was claw. All they did was fight. They weren't always efficient. But that's the identity of this team that they're finding.
Yeah, I think those 50-50 balls, as Coach Mitchell calls them, are going to be really important here moving forward. Those loose balls where it could be anyone's possession. Hope needs to really battle for those and try to come away with them. Couple substitutions here. Realize Schoonveld checks in, as well as Ethan Crabtree, the freshman from Coldwater, Michigan. Hope staff's excited about Crabtree. He's played about 7 minutes per game here in his freshman season. A guy who can be a potentially bigger point guard for this Hope team down the road. Here's Kirkpatrick, enters it to Amato. Amato switched on to Crabtree. Oh, good defense there from the freshman. Crabtree pokes it away. Hope will go the other way. Hope trails by 6. Warman out front. Oh, rip drive by Nocek, couldn't finish, got it to point blank range. Here goes Gao. Gao driving in. Oh, nice right hand finish there by Gao. Thought there could have been some contact there on Schoonveld, and Gao finished right through the contact, pushed the pace himself. He has 6 points. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Matt, 5 minutes left. You kind of get the sense that this is a little bit of a tipping point in the game. Hope down 8. Could go a couple different ways. What do you think are some keys for the Flying Dutchman here as we move forward? You get the sense it's pretty consequential last 5 minutes.
I think for your Coach Mitchell, what you got to tell your guys is those shots aren't going to fall all game. Continue, stay disciplined. Get disciplined right now. Be able to fight over those screens, not give them the easy look. Stay in front of your guy. Know when to switch, know when to stay. And the other thing is offensively, it's going to come. Babson is playing very, very good defense. You have to tip your cap to them. But Hope isn't going to get out hustled here. And so with 5 minutes to play, you can't let them break it open. Keep this ball game within 6 to 8 points and then regroup and come back and have a little bit of a plan offensively. Mackenzie, the shots haven't been falling. He's a guy that's shot 43%, 2 for 7 from 3. You know, he's a guy that I just don't know that, if it's not falling, we're going to have to find ways. Driving, get the ball down to the bigs down there and see what we can make work.
Yeah, Hope's gone with a steady diet of inside play to guys like Quillen and Cheney and Nocek. Interesting stat here. Hope 0 for 5 from the three-point line on the night. Mackenzie has attempted 4 of those, and Warman has attempted once. No three-point tries from Clayton Dykehouse or anyone else other than Warman has 1 attempt and Mackenzie has 4. This is something that Hope, with no Evan Thomas on the floor, has struggled a little bit with. Outside shooting consistently. Got to have guys like Dykehouse and Warman step up from the outside when Mackenzie potentially isn't hitting. So a little less than 5 minutes to go here. Hope trails by 8. Nocek out front, working on Kirkpatrick. Kick out to Warman. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Warman, guarded tightly by Cross. Over to Nocek. Nocek turned away by Gao. Crabtree tried the offensive rebound, couldn't get it. And here comes Babson the other way. Cross. Cross in the midline. Babson getting into their offensive set. Here's Gao on the right wing. Over to O'Toole. 10 on the shot clock. Kirkpatrick posting. That'll be a foul on Warman. Such an interesting offensive look. Posting Kirkpatrick, who stands at 6'1", the senior guard, really savvy, and they're able to draw the foul on Marcus Warman.
That's something that Coach Mitchell had said as well. He talked about, it's funny, some of these undersized guys, they're really comfortable posting up because they feel that they can get a little bit more spacing because they like to fade away. Something I noticed on that last possession I love, Schoonveld is on like white on rice for there. He's not letting Amato play any ring around the rosy. He's staying right there on his hip, expecting that they want to give him the ball, so he's just staying tight, protecting that passing lane.
Kirkpatrick unable to hit the first. Kirkpatrick, good free throw shooter, shoots 89% on the season. Rare miss from him. Knocks in the second to extend the Babson lead to 9. He'll get a break. Ryan Seibel checks in. Lone grad student on this roster. fifth-year senior. Here's Crabtree, off the ball action from Hope. Unable to find anything. Dykehouse pops, top of the key. Working on Seibel. Yeah, it's going to be a held ball. Dykehouse got to his spot, just couldn't finish. We've seen a bunch of tips, deflections. I think what you said, Matt, the moral of the story is Babson is really physical defensively.
Dykehouse a little bit flabbergasted by that call. He's trying to figure out where he was in the air because I thought it was just a true block, and they get him on the jump ball. Just bad pass there.
Yeah, awkward play. Cheney had that one poked away. Less than 4 minutes remaining here from the Voss Fieldhouse. Babson leads by 9. Here's Seibel. Enters it to Amato. That one poked away by Nocek. McKenzie came to double. Here's Gorgel. Top of the key. That's Gow. Deep triple try. Couldn't hit. Dykehouse collects the board. Going to go himself. Dykehouse trying to push the pace. Outside to Nocek. Crabtree got into no man's land there a little bit, and they're going to tag Babson with the foul. We'll see who it's on. Crabtree got to about 15 feet there, and a little knee-to-knee action. That's Ryan Seibel with the foul. 3 fouls on Seibel.
I like these minutes from Nocek and Crabtree. Something you love to see. I mean, they're both fighting real hard defensively. Man, Hope, the free throw woes continue. Under 65% now. 10 for 16 on the night. Not a recipe for success.
No, and there's been games where Hope has actually struggled to get to the free throw line this year, and they're getting to the free throw line against this physical Babson group. Just got to convert when they get there. Here's Crabtree with his second try. Good on that one. He'll get a break. Marcus Warman checks in. Good minutes there from the freshman Crabtree. That's a guy that during MIAA play is going to be counted on at times to play some valuable minutes. Babson leads by 8. They're going to be ultra content here to have long offensive trips. Kirkpatrick drives right at Dykehouse. Good job of putting on the brakes. Louder couldn't finish. That one poked away. I think we'll have the loose ball foul. Oh, and that one is on Tyler Louder. It's going to be 3 on him. So 2 starters for Babson with 3 fouls. Tyler Louder and Ryan Seibel. Interesting to see what the rotations look like for the Beavers here moving forward.
Babson with 10 fouls. It's foul city up in here for them. I mean, with them being able to be so physical, I mean, it's not even that they've necessarily gotten away. I think it's just part of the game plan, you know, being able to keep guys in front. And it's hurt Hope. I mean, for them trying to find opportunities to get to the basket and getting fouled pretty often.
McKenzie heads the line, and you hope that a couple free throw attempts here and free throw makes can get McKenzie a little bit of an offensive rhythm. Sometimes for shooters, it just takes a couple, like one layup or a couple free throws to just see that ball go through the net and get you feeling good about your offensive game. McKenzie 1 for 2 from the free throw stripe. Babson leads by 7 here as we take under 3 minutes remaining. Here's Kirkpatrick. He's had the ball in his hands quite a bit. 4 points for the senior Kirkpatrick. Really tough try there, and nice putback there from the freshman Mark Woolhouse. He's had some nice minutes, Woolhouse, the 6'10 freshman from Lebanon, New Jersey. McKenzie on the left wing. Yeah, he stepped on the end line there, did McKenzie. Couple different times. Hope has really gotten into no man's land there inside, and some turnovers that are slightly unforced for the Flying Dutchman, and Babson leads by 9.
I think if you're heading into halftime here, if you're Babson, you got to feel like we're doing what we meant to do, and it's not even, you know, Amato's got 13. He's just over halfway to what he needs to get, but he's doing it very easily.
Couple different pokeaways there from Hope.
Take it out! BC! Take it out! Take it out!
I've been impressed by this. I've been impressed by this Babson coaching staff here early. A lot of good set plays. It's a really good mix of offensive freedom and set plays. And Kirkpatrick there, thought he might have dove into Schoonveld just a bit, but draws the foul call.
I was having a conversation the other day with a Hope College basketball fan. We were talking about, Eli Schoonveld being a guy that, he is an all-time spark plug for this Hope College team. One of the best we've seen in years of watching Hope College basketball. For him to be able to come off the bench and do what he does defensively is huge. And obviously on the minutes restriction, being able for him to be in a ball game and have that much of an effect on the momentum of the game is just huge to have.
100%. Last year we asked this Hope coaching staff who some of the key players were in that MIAA tournament championship team. Eli Schoonveld is right at the top of that list. Does a lot of things that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. So, important player moving forward for Hope. 10 on the shot clock. Dykehouse up top. Unable to get much going. That's a tough look for Dykehouse, and Amato wins the loose balls. We're under 2 minutes to play here. Babson leads by 11. Amato guarded by McKenzie. Yeah, one too many there. That's good defense from TJ McKenzie. One of those guys that's counted on to provide defensive stops for this Hope team.
Entering the line for the flying Dutch, number 31, Zach Hawes.
Schoonveld checks out. Zach Hawes checks in. Set play coming up for Hope. They badly need some offense here. It's been a tough last couple minutes. Here's Warman over to Hawes.
For a team like Hope that averages 74 points a game, that's going to be a tough number for them to get to, but I do expect at halftime that they're going to make good adjustments. Nice move.
Oh, McKenzie tried the tough finish. Been a couple different and one opportunities that were right there point blank for Hope. Unable to finish, but he'll head to the free throw line. Got to give Hope credit, been really aggressive in the paint. 16 points in the paint for Hope of their 28 total, and a ton of free throw opportunities as well. McKenzie good on the first.
Entering the lineup from the Flying Dutchman, number 23, Robert Nochak. Also number 33, Gabe Coleman.
McKenzie, a guy who has attempted, wow, this is a surprising stat. McKenzie attempted 4 free throws throughout the whole course of the season, and this is his 7th free throw attempt on the night. So basically doubling his free throw attempts on the season in one game. Pretty aggressive start here for McKenzie. Babson leads by 10. Kirkpatrick stops and kicks. Gow, open, triple try. That one's no good. Good look for the Beavers. Dykehouse has numbers. He'll push the pace. Over to Hawes. Oh, nice pass there to Quillen. Quillen could not finish. Left-hand try. Point blank opportunities for Hope.
Really good find by Hawes. Just can't get that one to go. Down 10 here. They got to get one more basket.
Oh, tough move there by Kirkpatrick. Babson went 2 for 1, so they get 2 possessions out of this.
Man, he knows and he knows and he knows. That's a great look by Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, him and Amato, really crafty offensive players. Hawes, corner triple try. That one's off. Good pass from McKenzie. Babson's going to hold for 1 with 15 seconds left on the clock here. Really excellent tactical performance here from Babson in this first half. 7 on the clock. Kirkpatrick, deep triple try. That one's just off, and crazy battle in there for the rebound. Amato's down and looks like he's, oh no.
He's holding his knee or his ankle.
Oh no.
You can hear the audible gasp from Babson as their fans are standing up now, hoping that it's nothing too serious.
Oh no, you just hate to see him grab the knee immediately like that.
Just take a look at the faces of the Babson fans here. You hope here that it's nothing serious. And see if he can get in there in the second half. See if he gets a break and find out a little bit more. That's always tough, especially when you see your star player. I mean, 2 seconds left in the first half on one play, bang bodies.
Yeah, you can hear a pin drop here in DeVos as he's escorted off by his teammates. Kirkpatrick, triple try. Couldn't hit. We're going to have a flop warning on Kirkpatrick.
Wow, and the Babson coaching staff did not like that. What a weird way to end the first half, as it looked like the foul would have been on the late defense possession.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting way to end the first half. So Kirkpatrick had a really nice open look, and the call there is a flop. And the new call here in college basketball this year is that the flop call results in technical free throws. So Dykhouse knocks in the technical, and we'll head into halftime with Babson leading by 11. Excellent performance for the Babson Beavers in the first half.
Yeah, Jordan, I mean, from what I'm seeing, you would hope that Hope can go into the locker room and have more of a plan offensively. I mean, it's trying to recover here as you see Amato searing in pain on the bench right now. He can't get up. So seeing if he's going to be somebody, I don't know if he'll be back in this ball game. That really changes things if you're Hope. You don't plan differently. I think if you're Coach Mitchell, you got to go in the locker room and talk about, what do we need to do offensively? They're shooting 32%. They're 0 for 6 from 3. And only shooting 63% from the free throw line on 22 shots. It has not been an efficient first half for Hope College, and they are only down 11 in a ball game that they can still win.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say the adjective to use would be disconnected here in the first half for Hope offensively, and some really impressive performances by Babson as a squad on the offensive end. Well, we'll head into halftime. Babson leads 41-30 over the Hope College Flying Dutchman. We'll be back after the halftime break. Hope taking on Babson in non-conference basketball.
Loved school. I've always loved school, and I was very driven in high school too, but for some reason I just never actually thought I could do it because I couldn't see it. It didn't feel tangible. And when I was able to get a scholarship, I was like, I'm actually going to college. I can do this. People believe in me. I understood that my education could completely change my life, that it opens so many doors. And I think that some students just go to college as the next stepping stone in their life. They don't really think about what does this really mean and how can this change my life. And I understood that because neither of my parents had that opportunity to get a degree.
I graduated from Hope College in 2019 with a biochemistry and molecular biology degree with a Spanish minor. One big part of my personal calling into medicine is to, one, show other students that look like me, so students of color, women, that you can do this too. And that if there is an obstacle, let's talk about it and let's surpass that obstacle, because you can surpass that obstacle. I feel like my family and I have done a lot for me to get here, but I know it is doable with support. One big moment that happened recently that's super exciting and a part of your entrance into medical school is the white coat ceremony. It was monumental to me and my family. It was a symbol of how hard work does pay off. For me, as a first-generation college student, receiving my scholarship opened up that door for education that I didn't believe in high school I even deserved. Now being an adult and going through college and now being in med school, I can see that investment of that scholarship in my life truly allowed me to not only pursue this, but also gain confidence in myself that I do deserve to be present in a higher education realm, even though not many people look like me when I walk in the door. I've been able to help my younger sibling and then also extended family apply to college and apply to scholarships now that I've gone through it. So I do think being that first person to go through it is really scary, but once you are able to gain those experiences, you can help others and uplift those around you. If I were to talk to the donor who helped make my scholarship possible, I would say thank you. Your support makes education accessible, and that accessibility not only changes lives of individuals, but transforms their community.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I want to set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LBZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
Treading through the mud while everyone's asleep. We're working sweat and blood. We're coming out in force. We're making history. We're raising up our flags, and yeah, we bear our teeth. 3, 2, 1 on the dot. Break out the gate with a rock in your wall. Talking the talk, but up or shut up. I'm here to break records and leave all you fools in the dust. I ain't got time here to waste. You wanna fight, like some game on your face. Swing at the pun, it's to the fun. Lace up the boots with a kick and a grind. Flash, yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling the hot flash? Gonna get hit with that aftermath. Gonna get hit with a hit flash. Yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling the hot flash? Gonna get hit with that aftermath. Gonna get hit with a whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling the power? Are you feeling the power? Whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling my power? Come on, feel my power. We stomp our feet and we make it loud. I'm bearing down. I clench my fist, the beasts go eye to eye, and then I see the other side. And yeah, guess what? It's our time right now. Break the door, taking everyone, everything. It's my trophy, my battle, my ring, and he hit it limit while I'm just getting it out. Dig deep when we go for glory, and one hand straight, this is how your story is. Swords up and we fight like we never have. Break down the walls, we see burn on the enemy. Whiplash. We're coming with the whiplash. Get ready, whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the aftermath. We're gonna hit you with whiplash. Go ahead, whiplash. Get ready for the whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the
We're at an important moment in American history. There's some big questions on the table, such as how do we indeed become a land of opportunity for all, rather than a land of privilege for a few? And the answer to that question is being decided, not just in the political arena, and not just through cultural conversations. The answer to that question is being decided, perhaps most importantly of all, through the admissions and financial aid processes on college campuses across the country. Because higher education has the potential to indeed make us a land of opportunity for all. Higher education can be the great equalizer. We spend a lot of time talking about income inequality, but at the end of the day, income is the outcome. What we ought to be talking about is education inequality. higher education can be the great equalizer. Research shows this. There's an economist at Harvard named Raj Chetty, and his research shows that a student who comes from a low-income background and a student who comes from a high-income background, if they attend the same college or university, they have nearly identical opportunities for success after they graduate. But the problem, of course, is that those students don't attend the same colleges and universities. And another economist, Carolyn Hoxby at Stanford, shows that one of the main reasons that students who would be eligible to attend great universities and often would be eligible for financial aid, one of the main reasons they don't attend is the price, the sticker price. The sticker price scares people off. And what we're seeing now, because there's new data out, new data shows that many high schoolers are eliminating colleges from consideration because of the price, because of the posted price. In fact, data out this year shows that 73% of high schoolers eliminated college from consideration because of the posted price. And that number, 73%, is up from 68% last year and up from 56% 2 years ago. Access to higher education is a problem. But what we see at Hope College is that there's another problem, which is access to a life of impact after students graduate. Because the students who do find their way into higher education too oftentimes, are burdened by debt. And that debt skews the kind of things that students are doing after they graduate. Too often students, because they have so much debt, are chasing income rather than pursuing a life of impact. And they're chasing income because they have to pay off their debt. Hope Forward is a vision that we have at Hope College that will eliminate these problems of access. Hope Forward gives all students at Hope College access to a great education that's fully funded up front. And then it gives them access to a life of impact after they graduate because they're not burdened by debt. It asks students to pay for their education through gifts after they graduate rather than a large tuition bill up front. And for us at Hope College, this will move the mission of Hope forward to new heights. But we also think this might be a new national model for higher education. We think this vision might be a model that could work at other places to help indeed make this country a land of opportunity for all.
Over the last several years, the museum has acquired a substantial collection of artworks made by artists from the Yoruba ethnic group in Nigeria. And when Ann Heath mentioned to me that she was thinking about teaching a seminar on African art, I thought it would be a great opportunity to get her and her students involved in researching our collection and figuring out a way to exhibit it.
We work with the Kreising Art Museum to help the director curate shows, exhibitions that he has on his schedule, and do the primary source research for him. And that will then turn out to be the labels, the wall text, the catalogs for the works in the show.
This class offers an opportunity for experiential learning at the highest level. The discipline of art history is basically the study of artworks that allows us to build up an understanding of individual artists. Then from the understanding of individual artists, we build up an understanding of different schools and movements, and then from the understanding of those different schools and movements, we build up an understanding of entire historical periods.
I don't think I've ever done anything like this before. It was definitely eye-opening and super challenging. It's a lot harder because we're not finding books that give us the answers to our questions. We're not looking at people who have already analyzed the work. It's kind of like we're analyzing it ourselves, but also through the lens and perspective of the artists themselves and other artists at that time.
It's been difficult, but it's also been really rewarding. So like when you do find something, it's like finding finding the real gold amongst the fool's gold, and like actually like getting the thing you need. And it's so much more rewarding than being like, well, of course, like I have this book. But yeah, I've had to like take like some like different approaches, like definitely like researching deeper and like learning like don't give up, like you're gonna have to like try a lot harder.
They're an opportunity for students to really put their skills into action by doing research that's often primary source research. That means nobody has done it before. And so they have to learn that kind of detective skills on how do you go out and find information that isn't readily available. So they have to be creative in their thinking. They have to have a lot of initiative. They have to be nimble. And they certainly have to work together.
This is interesting because it's like working as a team. So even though I'm writing my own paper on like Duli Ladipo and like Nigerian contemporary theater, I'm still like checking in with my classmates, and sometimes like we find stuff like, oh, like I found this JSTOR article, or I found this on ArtNet, like swapping. So it's interesting being part of like a research community.
Even if they don't go into the arts as a career, these kinds of experiences, project management, follow-through, collaboration, initiative, self-teaching, these are all the kinds of experiences that are going to hold them in good stead, whether they pursue a career in the arts or if they take opportunities outside of the arts. These kinds of, the kind of work they do in our department is completely relevant and helpful in lots of different career paths and vocations.
This is definitely not a typical undergrad art history course. This is much closer to graduate school work, or even to the kind of professional work that's done in museums and commercial art galleries. I've been a museum curator and director for more than 25 years now, and I've been involved over the course of my career in hiring dozens of people for jobs in museums, and the number one criteria is always whether they've done museum work before. And this course has given students that kind of background.
And we're back here at DeVos Fieldhouse as the Hope College Flying Dutchmen are taking on the Babson Beavers team that had a really impressive first half, especially on the offensive end. This has been a physical back and forth ball game. Babson leads 41-30 here as we start the second half. And Matt, what do you see as some keys here, just first couple minutes for both these squads?
Well, Nate Amato is started. I think that's an important thing. I think, Coach looks over and he said, let's see what happens. So see if they can get him going, see how that feels for him to run on.
Yeah, Amato shaken up at the end of the first half, but it looks like he's back out there. Tyler Louder working on Gabe Quillen. Louder out to Seibel. Seibel couldn't hit. Physicality continues. Good extra effort there by Babson to create the extra possession. Here goes Louder working on Quillen. Good pass there, and found himself on the end line. Did John Gorgel. Hope will go the other way. Good defensive energy and enthusiasm. First trip that's going to be important for Hope as we move forward.
That's right, and it's not really normal. Hope normally attacks that defensive glass really well, but at least it didn't turn into 2 points here. See if they can convert.
Warman handoff to Dykehouse. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie drives right hand, put back Quillen. Good job by Gabe Quillen, active on the boards, cuts the Babson lead to 9. McKenzie, tough right hand take. Quillen there to clean up the mess.
Love the confidence that the coaching staff wants to put in McKenzie, saying continue to shoot it. I know that it wasn't great in the first half, but we trust you.
Gorgel to Amato. Amato follow a 16-footer just short. Outside wide open for Ryan Seibel. He knocks it in. That one was deep but open for Seibel, the fifth-year student. Wigrink over to Dykehouse. Hope trails by 12. Looking inside, Wigrink 16-foot floater. Couldn't hit.
Let's go. Transition.
Babson wants to push the pace. They lead by 12 here, early going in the second half. Outside, Gorgel to O'Toole. Here's Amato, go-to guy for Babson. Seibel out front, 10 on the shot clock for Babson. Left-hand dribble working on Warman. Stops and kicks. Here's Louder, 1 on the shot clock. Couldn't finish. Babson attacking the offensive glass. Every time a shot goes up for either team, Babson really aggressive on the glass.
We're seeing so much more of Seibel with the ball in his hands because I think they wanted Amato to go off the ball. Now Amato getting a break on the bench. I'm sure that leg doesn't feel good. But I think they're going to try and go a lot more off ball, see if they can score with him as a catch and shoot kind of option here in the second half.
A lot of high handoffs here. Warman, floater, connects. Marcus Warman, that's a guy who could be aggressive in the second half and get it going offensively for Hope. Hope trails by 10.
He does his ode to Modest Mouse there. Marcus Warman says, float on.
What a reference. Let's go. Let's go. Babson, Gow posted on McKenzie. Physical post move by Gow. Fall away jumper, couldn't hit. Hope's going to run transition the other way. That's something that Hope's struggled with here so far. Haven't gotten many easy transition baskets. Dykehouse miscommunication there with Quillen. Didn't have a great angle for the pass. Go the other way. Seibel and Warman. Good matchup here of guards. 17 left in the second half. Seibel stops, knocks it in. Ryan Seibel, he's having a nice offensive game. He's in the double digits, 10 points for Seibel.
And Seibel, that's huge from a fifth-year senior to come in and say, I know that we're not going to get the Amato points. Wow, huge defensive possession for Babson.
Yeah, Hope looking inside for that high-low look. That one's tipped away by Louder. Easy two there for Timmy O'Toole, and this Babson lead is stretching out to 15.
It might be time for a timeout here, see if we can stop the bleeding and regroup.
McKenzie, baseline drive, kick out to Dykehouse. Hope trying to find an answer offensively. Dykehouse threw that one into the fifth row, and Hope just a little stagnant offensively here. A lot of standing for the Flying Dutchman early in the second half.
It's a little stagnant, saying it liberally there, Jordan. A lot of respect for this Hope College team, but offensively, I mean, they just do not have an answer right now. And this is a kind of game where you would expect Evan to come in and be a guy that's just going to grind and get a bucket for you and keep you in that ball game. But right now, there's no other fingers to point but to yourself and say, we got to find a way to score.
Gorgel out top. Here's Kirkpatrick. Really impressed by his play in the first half. Tip away by Schoonveld. Here comes Dykehouse. Dykehouse, left-hand finish in transition. Cuts the lead to 13. That's really the first time that we've seen Hope get out in transition and get an easy basket like that. So nice to relieve some offensive pressure to get plays like that.
What a gift to have Eli Schoonveld, the spark plug, being able to come in. Huge defensive stop there.
Gow outside to Kirkpatrick. Here's Gorgel, triple try. He gets in on the party. Does John Gorgel. He has 5 points on the evening as Babson extends the lead to 15. Warman out to Dykehouse. Dykehouse deep corner looking in for Wiegerink. Yeah, McKenzie between the legs dribble, lost it. Babson will go the other way. Here's Kirkpatrick. Kick out try. Mark Woolhouse, the 6'10 freshman, tried the long range ball, couldn't hit. McKenzie got to the backboard, couldn't finish that one either. Track meet here over the last minute in this one.
Well, no kidding. I mean, they're really pushing the pace, both teams. It's been a little bit sloppy here. Not great offensive possession. It's like both teams want to push it.
Kirkpatrick. Up top, left-hand dribble. Nice floater. Woolhouse with the offensive rebound. Babson so active on the glass. Kirkpatrick, three-ball launch, couldn't hit. Look at Babson on the rebounds. Wow. Second chance try, third chance try. Coach Mitchell's going to call a timeout, and Babson just owning the rebounding game here against the Flying Dutchman.
Wow. Those were some great minutes there. I mean, Gorgel, and then O'Toole the first year. Those guys that have those kinds of possessions, getting offensive rebounds, and Gorgel hitting that three. Hope College has some questions to ask, and it looks like we're going to take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick timeout here. Babson leads by 17 as we are getting close to the midway point here in the second half from the Wallace Fieldhouse. Hope versus Babson.
We're back live here from DeVos Fieldhouse. It's Nocheck checking into the ball game. Here's Werman across the timeline over to Nocheck. Nocheck dishes off to Werman. Werman here to Cheney. Cheney to the top of the key, gets to Dykehouse. Dykehouse, fancy moves here as he drives and kicks. There's McKenzie for three. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, Hope
in the cylinder and back.
Hope from long range, 0 for 7. Really cold here from distance. And looking at the stats here, the team stats, one thing that really jumps out to me, Hope, 2 assists on the night. A lot of Hope's offense is coming off the dribble and not off the pass. I think that's pretty indicative of where Hope is offensively right now. Long range try from Babson. Hope corrals the board. They're going to have to be active in transition here to get back into this one. Warman sidesteps the defender. Nifty play to give him his 10th point on the evening.
It's a good move there by Marcus on the dribble drive.
Here comes David Cross back into the game. Over to Kirkpatrick. Hope has switched into a zone defense here. Corner triple try. They're going to tag, looks like Woolhouse with the foul.
Valuable minutes here by Cheney off the bench.
Yeah, they're going to say that Mark Woolhouse pushed him in the back. That's 2 on Woolhouse. And Hope for, we talked about it, Matt, at the break, for how just, disconnected we look offensively. Hope down 15 here within striking distance in the second half.
Absolutely. I think Babson wants a little bit of time to talk some stuff over.
Yeah, it's going to be a Babson timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope trails by 15 against the Babson Beavers here with 13 minutes left to play in half number 2.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformation.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. 13 minutes left to play in the second half here. Hope trails by 15 against Babson. It's been a slow go offensively for Hope, looking for some momentum here in the next few minutes against this tough and physical Babson team. Dykehouse out to Warman, nearly intercepted by Kirkpatrick. Over to Nocheck. Good ball movement. That's an excellent trip from Hope. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Flying Dutchman. They trail by 13. Good ball movement. McKenzie knocks it in.
Really good. Not complacent there. I mean, that was really one of the first possessions you saw. They had a plan. They continue to move that ball around, get guys out of position.
Hope back to man here. Gow guarded by Rob Nocheck. Horan over to Woolhouse. Woolhouse, the 6'10 freshman, knocks it in. Woolhouse just so impressed by this freshman. Stands at 6'10 and able to shoot the 3 ball. It's a second 3 on the evening. Dykehouse, left-hand dribble. Good sidestep there on Gow. Knocks it in, Clayton Dykehouse. That sends him into double digits. Hope can't be content to trade baskets here, though. Need consistent defensive stops on this end. Hope back into that 2-3 zone defense. Just trying to disrupt this Babson offense. Well, Kirkpatrick able to just step right into that one.
Just too much room there. Went under the screen. Yeah. That's the guy wants to shoot that ball. No reason we go under that screen.
Puzzled look on the face of Greg Mitchell after that one. McKenzie, corner triple try. That's good, but again, Hope trading baskets here. They still trail by 14. Good offensive connectivity in the last 2 minutes. Need to turn it up on this end of the floor.
See, a stop here helps with the momentum. So you think just one possession at a time.
Babson screening that zone up top. Woolhouse goes right over, no check, couldn't finish. Hope with an opportunity to keep clawing back into this game on the offensive end. McKenzie's open for a second there in the left corner. Yeah, Dykehouse, one too many steps there, got to about 10 feet and then shuffled the feet. We'll go the other way.
Stuff you could feel that was a good opportunity for the drive and kick. Right idea there by Dykehouse. He's frustrated again.
Yeah, it looks like Babson's going to be screening this Hope 2-3 zone. Can be an effective look out front if they're aggressive. Kirkpatrick's at the elbow.
I'm getting a look at Amato on the bench. He's got ice over on his left knee, ankle area. It looks like he might be done for the night. We'll see if he's going to come back, but it looks like they're going to move on without their top player and future All-American, Nate Amato.
Hope good defensive tip away there, and then Dykehouse, who had the tip away and the collection, he just keeps it himself, kind of weaves through the defense, probing the defense. Head to the free throw line here. Will Clayton Dykehouse try to cut this Babson lead to 12? Free throw line has been a struggle for the Flying Dutchman here tonight. 14 of 22 is Hope from the charity stripe. Dykehouse, a great guy to have at the free throw line, though. He has 44 of 48 on the season, just about 92% for the senior from Zeeland. Man, and even he is bitten by the free throw bug, and that might have been a little bit of an announcer jinx there. I think
that's a Jordan George jinx right there.
I'll tap my chest on that one.
Do your part for the team.
Babson leads by 13. Excellent ball movement. Textbook against the zone. They get into the short corner, and O'Toole knocks it in there. Looking just so comfortable offensively as Babson. Warman stops and hits from 16 feet. A tough move from the freshman Warman. Hope cuts it to 13. Offense looked much better here in the last 2-3 minutes, but defense still trading baskets here for Hope against Babson. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, taking a look at some team stats. And I think the one that you have to look at is just Hope's shooting numbers. 16 of 37 from the floor is Hope, and 1 of 8 from the three-point line. It's going to be tough to win with those numbers, especially when defensively you're giving up some easy looks for Babson, and a couple of those looks, Coach Mitchell, you've just seen, he looks perplexed on the bench at the looks that Babson is getting on the offensive end.
And Babson, I mean, they've cooled off a little bit. They're only 42% from 3, 8 of 19 on the night. But it's a team, like you said, as Coach Mitchell's looking like, why are we getting under screens? Is that not already discussed that you need to be staying over top? When you got a guy like Kirkpatrick who wants to be a dribble drive guy and shoot off the dribble, you know that. That's in the scouting report. Stay even with him and come over that screen and prevent it.
Yeah, when I went over and talked to the Hope coaching staff before the game, they said the two guys to look for are Amato and Kirkpatrick, and those are their two leading scorers right there. So the guys that Babson wants to put in those positions have executed for them so far. Hope comes on a little bit of a token 1-2-2 pressure just to shorten the shot clock for Babson. Babson's so efficient on the offensive end.
I have been impressed by Seibel here as he shoots up 3, gets it to go. Just thinking of how he's carried this team here in the second half with Amato being out. It's been a ton of leadership from him.
Yeah, Seibel has looked great. Seibel, a guy who shoots 27% from 3 on the year, and he has multiple threes in this one. So stepping up is Seibel. Yeah, that's going to be Louder. That's 4 fouls on Tyler Louder as Dykehouse is trying to weave his way into the lane. Louder, a guy that I've been impressed with just rebounding and physicality. He's a guy that's a little bit of an enforcer out there for the Beavers. Impressive player. Freshman, 6'7" from Malvern, Pennsylvania.
This guy who definitely knows his role and he knows what's expected of him. A great move there by Werman. Yeah, Louder's a guy, I mean, he was so physical early trying to get Quillen off his ball, and you know, Quillen hasn't gotten going a ton, only 2 points today. And Louder's been a big part of that, being able to get him off the block where he's comfortable.
Yeah, Marcus Warman on the offensive end's been able to get it going here. He has 14 points. Getting into the lane at will right now. 9 minutes remaining. Going to need more of that for the Flying Dutchman. And Babson just unconscious from 3-ball right now. Mark Woolhouse with his 3rd triple of the game. The 6'10 freshman knocks it in easily from deep. Here's McKenzie on the left wing. Looking inside to Wigerink, and that's Seibel able to just step right in front. He's doing it on both ends right now as Ryan Seibel. Inside to O'Toole. O'Toole, nice catch there. Woolhouse, another triple try. Couldn't hit. Babson coaching staff wants them to reset the offense. They wisely pull it out here, up 17 with about 8 minutes remaining.
Looks like they're going to get Werman on the check. Yeah, I mean, big offensive rebound again right there, and Babson just doing anything that they want. We got a sub coming in the ball game. It's number 23, Aiden Horton, the sophomore, and then no check going to come in the ball game for Quillen. But Jordan, you really see right now, I mean, this is tough for Hope to get back in this ball game. This really the opportunity is now or never. In the next couple minutes, they got to be able to string together some good possessions. But they're just allowing so many open 3 looks. It's just unlike this team that's typically way more disciplined.
Yeah, I've been really impressed by these secondary players for Babson that are stepping up in Amato's absence. That's a poke away there, and here comes Marcus Warman. Warman had the point-blank layup and kicked it out, tipped out. That's turnover, will go the other way. These players like Seibel and Mark Woolhouse, the freshman, Timmy O'Toole as well, really stepping up in Amato's absence. We thought Amato, would be a 25-point-per-game guy, and these Babson guys are really stepping up in his absence. Looks like he'll probably sit for the rest of the half, I would think.
We're under 8 to play. Babson with the 17-point lead. You got to think, like you said, I mean, to have these amount of guys, this is a team that they look like they're ready to win their conference and go deep. Big shot there by Horan, up 19 now.
Yeah, Babson has really just broken this one open. It's been a combination of defensive stops and then offensive patience and being aggressive when needed. Really impressed by this Babson group. Hope has not had much of an answer on either end. Yeah,
out of control dribbling there by McKenzie.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration here offensively from Hope. You can tell when you're 1 of 8 from 3-point land and 17 of 38 from the field. It almost feels like a balloon that's just building up pressure as the game goes on. And now 7.5 minutes remaining. Hope struggling on the offensive end.
And if you're on the Hope College coaching staff, I think right now it's looking back at the drawing board about where they're going to find missed opportunity there by Wigerink, but he is fouled on the way up, so he'll get a couple of opportunities at the free throw line. But as I was saying, you would think of the coaching staff, they got to go back to the drawing board. Where are we going to find these baskets? The team last year where Evan Thomas was consistently shooting early and often, where are they going to find those opportunities now?
30 bench points to 3 for Hope.
Wigerink unable to hit that one. 15 to 24 from the free throw line is Hope. Dykehouse checks back in. Wigerink knocks in the second. That gives Tanner 8 points on the evening. And here comes Hope in that pressure. This pressure is not necessarily meant to create a turnover, but just slow Babson down and get them into the half court once there's about 18 seconds on the shot clock to initiate their offense. Here's Kirkpatrick working on Warman. Kick out try. Louder back in there with 4 fouls. Out to Kirkpatrick. Yep. Warman. Hand check there, and they'll go baseline as Kirkpatrick, very impressed with him as well, the senior guard. He just seems to always make the right play. He's in the right spot, makes the right play. Really high IQ player is Kirkpatrick.
I'm really impressed with he has a great first step. I mean, for him to be able to go from not moving at all to then he's able to get into the spot that he wants to create an open look for himself. It's really impressive.
Seibel over to Horan. Horan guarded closely by Wigerink. Wigerink, nice block there. Good job of going the other way is Hope. See if Dykehouse is aggressive here on the break. Pulls it out to no check. Warman, real quick first step from the freshman there. Couldn't hit. Hope has struggled. They've gotten to some spots in the paint for layups and have just struggled to convert. Out to Horan. Babson coaching staff screaming for them to move the ball. Oh, excellent pass. Horan to Gorgel. Gorgel caught his defender sleeping on the baseline, and now Babson leads by 20 here on the road at DeVos Fieldhouse.
Looks like Hope's going to let him play out. And not calling timeouts at the moment. I think he wants to see what their guards are going to do and wants to see where that leadership's going to come. Both with Dykehouse and Werman starting guards in the ball game. I think he wants to see what decisions are they going to make to be able to find an answer for a team that's typically scoring, like I said, 74 points, only at 51 at this point in the ball game. And they started to get a little somewhere at the beginning of this half, just not enough to slow them down.
Yeah, adversity in times like this, especially in the non-conference, can be good for a team just to, show some character, show what you're made of, and Babson is really taking it to Hope right now. Kirkpatrick, nice left-hand try, and again, Babson, one thing that's been constant is their offensive glass efforts, and that time it was Timmy O'Toole really fighting on the boards for that one. O'Toole has 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 5 from the field. He's been an important piece for Babson here so far.
Yeah, the first year from Milton, Massachusetts. Been really impressed with them as a 6'5 freshman, 200 pounds. I mean, they're just fighting hard, and they have like Coach Mitchell had said before the game, they know their identity, they know what they want to do, and it's a team that I think is going to be really effective later in the season through conference play.
That one poked away. Babson's going to go the other way. Crabtree couldn't find anyone. Andrew Kirkpatrick. Easy one for O'Toole there. Kirkpatrick really heads up play, and then O'Toole from 13 feet knocks it in. Babson leads by 22. Coach Mitchell's going to call a timeout here. 73-51, Babson leads, and they've really taken it to Hope on both ends. That's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. 73-51, Babson over Hope here with 5.5 minutes left to play in half number 2.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
In a Hope Forward model, every student who comes through the doors of Hope College would have their tuition 100% covered.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, a couple other substitutions. Brady Swinehart, senior from Ionia, is checked in.
As well as it looks like over there, Harris Hawkins getting in the ball game, the senior.
Harris Hawkins, Lexington, Kentucky product. Swinehart, right wing triple try, couldn't hit. Hawkins, nice extra effort there on the baseline. Dykehouse going to inbound on the baseline. This Babson team seems to be really hitting their stride. They're in a 2-game win streak. And if they come away with this win, that'll be 5 out of their last 6 that Babson has won. This is a team that they have to be excited about heading into conference play.
Exactly, and that's something you and I were talking about in between the break. I mean, it's just a really good team. I think we can talk about it at this point, with 5 to play, see if Hope can claw their way back in this game. But Babson's a team right now, you look at so many seniors. That's what you need the NCAA D3 tournament is to have that many seniors are going to be led. You'd hope that Amato can get healthy in a few weeks if he needs that, and you get your sophomore leading scorer to get going. But this is a team that's primed to have an excellent season.
Nice move there by Cross. Left hand, tough finish, tough angle for Cross. He's able to knock it in. This Babson team flew in yesterday and have a day off tomorrow. They'll travel to University of Chicago on Saturday, play a tough Maroon squad, and obviously challenging themselves in the non-conference. So they'll be well prepared for their new MAC schedule. Nice play there by Cheney.
And if you're a Hope College fan, I think, like we talked about, back to the drawing board here after this game and being able to think about what can we begin to find offensively before Evan gets back that's going to help us as we head into conference play in January.
Kirkpatrick, man, Babson is shooting the cover off the ball right now. Kirkpatrick knocks that one in from deep. And now Babson is 11 of 23 from three-point range. That is really tough play from Babson, and Kirkpatrick's been a big part of that. Cheney tried on the baseline, and Kirkpatrick steps in front. Kirkpatrick, great body control. Gow gets the offensive rebound, and this Babson team in complete control right now, up 23.
Now it's about pride as Coach Mitchell going to the bench here.
Cross. Oh, nice play there by Cheney, help side, able to block that one. Gonna have some more substitutions. Warman checks back in. As well as number 25, Carson Sanders, freshman from Hanover Horton. Had a great high school career for a really good program in Hanover Horton. Bigger guard that Hope's excited about in his freshman season. One on the shot clock. There's O'Toole. That one's all there. That'll be a shot clock violation. Go the other way. So Hope, opportunity here with 3.5 minutes to play. Some guys out there that haven't had a ton of minutes. See if we can see some connected basketball from the Flying Dutchman here over the last 3.5.
Like I said, it's really playing for pride at this point. Down 23-3 to play. A really tough, almost insurmountable point differential, but you got to keep playing hard because you want to play for stuff that you can continue to find out about your team. Good find there for Hawkins.
Yeah, I think Cheney has looked good here in the last 2 minutes. Really good finish, and then a nice find there, easy two for Hawkins. Cheney looks really aware, good body control. Babson content to really be patient here on the offensive end. Kirkpatrick, hard right-hand dribble. Man, the senior so powerful in there. Swinehart collects the rebound. He'll go the other way, push the pace. Over to Warman. Sanders, corner triple try. That one is deep. Babson pushing the pace here. Here's Gow on the break. Up and under, scoop shot. How about that second effort from Gow? That second jump is impressive. Babson leads by 23. Gow's looked good, 8 points for Aaron Gow, the senior. Sanders found himself all alone, couldn't finish. That's a foul there. That'll be on O'Toole. Looks like Babson's gonna empty the bench here, get some run for some guys that haven't appeared in the ballgame yet with about 2 minutes remaining.
Coming in for Babson here, we got first year Jeremiah Paul. Got Mark Woolhouse coming back in the ball game as Kirkpatrick's going to take a seat on the bench. 13, Stephen Watson. And then it's number 2, JoJo Chalamu, the first year. Have an opportunity to get some new guys, some opportunities to get in the game. I think of some of these guys, very projectable, like you were talking about Carson Sanders for Hope, and for Babson, some guys that you might be hearing their name. But when you have a team that's so senior-led, produces a culture of people that want to play at that university.
Sanders goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 minutes remaining here from DeVos. Great pass. Oh, awesome pass there inside from Chalamu. And that's number 12, Mark Woolhouse, unable to finish. Speaking of guys that have been impressive, I think Woolhouse has had an excellent ball game. Freshman big man, how about him being there for 4 years at Babson. Imagine Woolhouse when he reaches his junior senior season, already very impactful as a freshman.
No kidding. I mean, he's a freshman with that kind of size, with 6'10" size, and he's a guy that you want to think, in the future, who's to say that if he's not even going to be a guy that will transfer eventually, if he can figure out some more stuff physically, get a little bit more athletic as he grows, he's going to be a great player.
Warman, nice drive there by Warman, just couldn't finish. Oh, he had the rebound attempt and collision in there from Warman. He got hit pretty good. He took a shot and he's down. Cross, triple try. Warman down, pounding the court with his fists. From what I saw, it looked like he got hit in the head, and they were battling for a rebound in there. I think it was head to head, maybe elbow to head, and Warman shaken up.
It was kind of you could see the refs didn't see the opportunity. It took the Babson coach to look at them and say he's hurt for them to call timeout. It's like Marcus taking some time to breathe here. He's very frustrated as well. It's not good if you're a Hope College fan. So much promise, so mature for a freshman. It's been such a good player.
Yeah, visibly frustrated. Looks pretty shaken. We have Hope training staff out there. Annie, all-star Hope trainer. Looks like it might be. Yeah, definitely got hit in the head there, did Marcus. Well, we'll continue here. About 1:20 left. Hope on the offensive end. There's Swinehart. Was looking inside to Cheney. That one deflected. Hope was able to collect it. 17 on the shot clock. Good move there by Harris Hawkins, the senior Hawkins. Little face-up rip drive move there, baseline. 1 minute remaining here. Babson going to be content to run things out here on the offensive end. There's Paul. Paul to Chalamu, that one, a little interception by Swinehart. He pushed it up to Sanders. Sanders looked cross court. Couldn't hit. Hope's able to corral it. Inside, that's to Cheney. We'll see if that one is shooting. Looks like Cheney will head to the free throw line. So these Hope guys continuing to battle, but Babson just really, I think the first few minutes of the second half established that they were going to remain physical. We had a really physical, excellent first half from them, and then second half they came out and just really reestablished it.
That's a team, like we talked about, very disciplined, and they're, down the stretch, able to just do so well defensively to get Hope out of their sorts. And I think that's something that when you go back and you look at the tape, if you're Hope College, got to look at it and see how they stayed so disciplined throughout the game to make that difficult to score.
Cheney was unable to hit. Good move there. Babson's fired up about that one, and that's Chalamu, the freshman, the 5'11 freshman, knocks that one in. Really nice move, good body control, able to take the contact and then finish the 5'11 freshman guard from Hyde Park, Massachusetts. Unable to connect to the three-point play, but Babson leads by 23. Probably last offensive possession here for Hope, and that one there is emblematic of how the night has gone for the Flying Dutchman. Miscommunication and thrown out of bounds for Hope. Cross going to be content to dribble this one out, and pretty dominating performance by the Babson College Beavers here in DeVos Fieldhouse. 83-60. They win going away over the Flying Dutchman.
Babson will look to continue this road trip down to University of Chicago, like you said, for Hope College. Hope College looking ahead. They're looking to take on Trine, the conference matchup. It's next Wednesday, and that game will be on the road. Like, when they look into conference play, I mean, they have a lot that they need. Really, they have a lot that they need to think about ahead, and, you know, like we talked about, getting Evan Thomas back, but just to have that identity offensively, 60 points, it's going to be really hard to get it done in conference play.
Yeah, I mean, the MIAA is going to be no joke this year, so Hope going to need to really hit their stride here, and MIAA play day in and day out on Wednesdays and Saturdays is going to be extremely tough, and that starts with Trine, who is having a nice season themselves.
And if you're looking to go check over to the Hope women's basketball game, see the score. They're up 30-14 against Carnegie Mellon on their road trip. So we'll wish the best for the Hope women's team, because that's probably going to be all here for us in Voss Fieldhouse. I hope it looks a little bit better next time. So for Jordan George, I'm Matt Wayner. Thank you for listening.